Gentlemen, how many nights in the past week have you been woken up more than once to use the bathroom? For most men over 60, the answer is too many. And it's not just the broken sleep. It's the constant feeling that your bladder never fully empties. It's the frustration of standing there, waiting, with a weak stream that makes you wonder if something is wrong. Some men even avoid social outings because they're afraid they won't find a restroom in time. These changes are so common that many believe they're simply part of aging. But here's the truth. While it is common, it doesn't have to be accepted as normal. You are not doomed to spend your nights pacing back and forth to the bathroom. I'm Dr. Olivia Mitchell. For more than 10 years, I've worked with men just like you, fathers, grandfathers, husbands, who thought their best years were behind them. And I've seen the transformation that can happen when they take small but powerful steps to care for their prostate. Today I want to share with you 5 natural habits. They don't require expensive medications, risky procedures, or complicated routines. They are safe, simple, and available to every man, no matter his age or health history. And they work, not because of luck, but because they are grounded in solid science and proven by real results. Stay with me through the end, because one of these habits might surprise you, yet it could make the biggest difference in your life. Imagine waking up rested, without those constant bathroom trips. Imagine enjoying your days with more comfort, energy, and confidence. That future is possible, starting with what I'm about to reveal. Let's take a moment to understand why the prostate deserves so much attention, especially after the age of 60. The prostate is a small gland about the size of a walnut. It sits just below the bladder and wraps gently around the urethra, the tiny tube that carries urine out of the body. Its job is important. The prostate produces part of the fluid that nourishes and transports sperm. In your younger years, you probably never even noticed it. But as the decades pass, the prostate begins to grow. For many men, this growth is harmless in the sense that it isn't cancer, but it can still cause very real problems. The medical term is benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, and it is far more common than most men realize. According to the U.S. National Institutes of Health, more than half of men between 51 and 60 already show signs of an enlarged prostate. After the age of 70, that number rises to over 80%. In other words, if you live long enough, chances are high that you will face this condition. What does this mean in daily life? The growing prostate presses on the urethra, making it harder for urine to flow freely. That leads to frustrating symptoms: a weak stream, difficulty starting, feeling like the bladder never empties, and frequent trips to the bathroom, especially at night. Many men shrug and say, "It's just old age," but that belief is dangerous. Science now shows us that these symptoms are not an unavoidable destiny. With the right habits, you can reduce the strain on your prostate, ease these urinary problems, and protect your long-term health, and that is exactly what we're about to uncover together. Habit 1. Smart hydration. Let's begin with something that sounds almost too simple to matter: drinking water the right way. You may be thinking, I already drink water every day. How could that make a difference? But here's the surprising truth. It's not only about how much water you drink, it's also how you drink it. As we age, our sense of thirst naturally weakens. Many men go long stretches of the day without a sip, then suddenly feel parched and gulp down large amounts. The problem is that by the time you feel that thirst, your body is already behind. Your urine becomes concentrated, acidic, and filled with residues that irritate the bladder and inflame the prostate. This irritation is one of the biggest reasons older men struggle with frequent urination and nighttime bathroom trips. Now, here's the adjustment. Instead of waiting until you're thirsty, practice strategic hydration. That means sipping water steadily through the morning and afternoon, giving your body the chance to stay balanced. Then, in the evening, gently reduce your intake so your bladder isn't overloaded while you sleep. This small change helps your body flush out toxins during the day, protects the delicate tissues of the urinary tract, and relieves pressure on the prostate at night. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Urology with more than 2,000 men over 60 found that those who followed this hydration pattern reduced nighttime bathroom visits by up to 41%. Think of it like tending to a garden. A steady, gentle watering keeps the soil healthy. A sudden flood leaves a mess. Your body works the same way. Smart hydration is simple, costs nothing, and can give you back peaceful, uninterrupted nights of rest. Habit 2. Light walking after meals. The second habit may surprise you with how powerful it is, yet it requires no equipment, no pills, and almost no extra time. It's as simple as taking a short walk after your meals. When we finish eating, most of us have the instinct to sit back in a chair or even lie down for a nap. But that moment, right after a meal, is actually one of the most important times to move. Even a gentle 10 to 15-minute walk can make a remarkable difference for your prostate health. Here's why. Walking after meals activates circulation, especially in the lower body and pelvic area where the prostate sits. More blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reaching the tissues. This helps reduce inflammation and supports the prostate's natural functions. There's another benefit too. Walking helps regulate blood sugar. Men with diabetes or insulin resistance are at a higher risk of developing severe prostate problems. By simply walking after lunch and dinner, you lower those risks in a very natural way. Science backs this up. Researchers from the University of São Paulo studied men over 65 and found that those who took short walks after meals were 35% less likely to develop moderate to severe symptoms of prostate enlargement. That's a powerful result for such a gentle activity. And you don't need a treadmill or fancy park trails. You can walk around your house, your yard, or even down a hallway. The key is consistency, not distance. Think of it as giving your body a friendly reminder. Keep things moving. Over the years, this small routine acts like quiet insurance, protecting your prostate, while also helping digestion, energy, and mood. Truly, it's one of the simplest yet strongest steps you can take. Habit 3. Maintaining regular sexual activity. This next habit is often whispered about, or not mentioned at all, yet it plays a vital role in prostate health. I'm talking about maintaining regular sexual activity. For many older men, the subject feels uncomfortable. Years of cultural taboos have made intimacy seem like something reserved for the young. But medical science says otherwise. In fact, staying sexually active is not only natural, it's protective. Here's the reason. Each time a man ejaculates, the prostate releases fluids that would otherwise sit and accumulate inside the gland. Over time, those secretions can contain dead cells, proteins, and toxins. Regular release acts like a natural cleansing cycle, helping the prostate stay healthier. This isn't just a theory. A landmark study from Harvard School of Public Health followed more than 10,000 men for 2 decades. The results were striking. Men who ejaculated at least 21 times per month had a 33% lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those with lower frequency. The benefits go beyond cleansing. Sexual activity increases blood flow in the pelvic area, relaxes the muscles around the prostate, lowers stress, and improves mood. All of these factors reduce inflammation, which is at the root of many prostate problems. If intimacy feels challenging, remember, you are not alone. Many men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s face changes in desire or performance. The important step is to talk openly with your doctor. Solutions exist, but silence helps no one. So instead of viewing sexual activity as a luxury or a guilty pleasure, think of it as part of your natural health care. Mature intimacy can be a powerful ally in keeping your prostate strong. Habit 4. Strategic eating for prostate health. We eat every day, but not everyone realizes just how much food choices shape the health of the prostate. The right foods can calm inflammation, slow down unwanted enlargement, and even lower the risk of cancer. Think of your meals as daily medicine. Powerful, but completely natural. One of the most studied nutrients for prostate protection is lycopene, the natural red pigment found in tomatoes, watermelon, and guava. Cooked tomatoes are especially powerful because heat makes lycopene easier for the body to absorb. A large international study found that men who ate cooked tomatoes at least twice a week had a 28% lower risk of developing prostate cancer. Imagine that. Something as simple as a bowl of tomato soup or pasta with tomato sauce can make a difference. Another key nutrient is zinc, a mineral that helps balance male hormones and supports the structural health of the prostate. Foods rich in zinc include pumpkin seeds, walnuts, and seafood like oysters. Many men over 60 have low zinc levels without realizing it, and topping up through food can be a quiet game changer. Then there are cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts. These contain natural compounds called sulforaphanes that help the body detoxify and protect against harmful cellular changes. They act like little guardians, sweeping away threats before they cause damage. So what might this look like on your plate? A colorful lunch of grilled salmon, steamed broccoli, and a side of quinoa sprinkled with pumpkin seeds. Or a light dinner of chicken and roasted vegetables, followed by a slice of watermelon for dessert. These choices may sound ordinary, but over time they add up to powerful protection. Every forkful either fuels inflammation or fights it. By leaning toward plant-based, nutrient-rich foods, you are giving your prostate the steady care it deserves. Habit 5. Deep restorative sleep. The fifth habit may surprise you because many people don't connect it with prostate health at all. I'm talking about sleep, not just the number of hours, but the quality of those hours. During deep restorative sleep, your body produces essential hormones such as melatonin and growth hormone. These aren't just for energy or youthfulness. They play a direct role in calming inflammation and protecting tissues, including the prostate. When sleep is shallow, interrupted, or too short, those healing processes are cut off. Stress hormones rise, inflammation increases, and testosterone levels may fall. Over time, this creates an environment where prostate problems can become worse. The science is clear. In one long-term study that followed more than 2,400 men for nearly a decade, those who consistently struggled with poor sleep were found to have twice the risk of developing aggressive forms of prostate cancer. Twice the risk, simply because their bodies weren't given the chance to repair overnight. So what can you do? Create a sleep environment that feels like a sanctuary. Keep the bedroom dark and cool. Set a regular bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. Avoid late-night caffeine or heavy meals, and let your mind unwind before bed by reading or listening to calming music. One of my patients once told me that when he committed to improving his sleep, by turning off the television earlier and keeping his phone outside the bedroom, he not only slept through the night, but also noticed fewer bathroom trips and more energy during the day. Sleep isn't a luxury. It is one of your body's most powerful healing tools, silently working to protect your prostate every single night. We've covered a lot together, and if you think back, every single one of these 5 habits is simple, natural, and within your reach. Drink water wisely throughout the day. Take a light walk after your meals. Keep intimacy as part of your life. Choose foods that nourish your body, not inflame it. And protect your nights with deep, restorative sleep. Individually, each habit makes a difference. But when combined, they become a powerful shield for your prostate, your energy, and your quality of life. These are not expensive treatments or complicated routines. They are gentle, everyday choices that build up over time to give you freedom from pain, fewer nights spent awake, and a renewed sense of vitality. And here's the best part. It's never too late. Whether you are 60, 70, or even 80, your body is still capable of healing, strengthening, and responding to care. I've seen it in my patients, and you can experience it too. So let this be your turning point. Choose one of these habits today and begin. Share this video with a friend, a brother, or a father who might also need this message. Together, we can break the silence around prostate health and bring more men into a life of comfort and confidence. Remember, small steps today create a stronger tomorrow.